Hello, my name is Henrietta. Won't you join us for a spot of tea? Please don't go. Don't be like the others. You're different. Would you like to meet my friends? This is Flip Flop. Mrs. Ladyfingers. And last but not least is Mr. Giraffe. Do not stare directly into his eyes. Mrs. Ladyfingers only drinks pennyroyal. She can talk about things for hours and hours. Here, you give it a try. It's fun. Sweet, sweet Henrietta. Sweet, sweet Henrietta.
Sweet, sweet Henrietta, she always wants to play, doing as she pleases, her life's a holiday. She wears a shiny locket that hangs around her neck. Inside are both her parents, who died in a train wreck. Sweet, sweet Henrietta has a twin named Bernadette. She looked just like her sister, only slightly heavy-set. Henrietta was a cruel one. Bernadette was nice and sweet. One would cuddle all the kittens, while the other one would beat. There was something troubled with that girl, and nothing seemed to faze her. Her parents tried the best they could. It can't be how they raised her. One day her parents took off. They were gone without a trace. When they heard about the accident, they inherited the place. Sweet, sweet Henrietta, left to her own devices, she now had all the freedom to explore all of her vices. Until one day she spied a well, and suffering a dizzy spell, while peering over, she then fell, 30 feet from what I tell. And so she died that very day. 'Twas many years ago. What did her in that day was from a case of vertigo. With better luck, she'd have survived. She did not have to die. But on impact she snapped her neck. The well had been bone dry. She crawled out 2 days later. She was never quite the same. She convinced her sister, Bernadette, that it was all just a game. For when she was alive, she liked to hurt. She liked to see the gashes spurt. Now that she's dead, she's even worse, more nasty and wicked, an evil expert. It was not a miracle, it was the reverse. Henrietta's return was a terrible curse. Sweet, sweet Henrietta, a normal girl she's not. She's sweet but not so innocent. She is a thing of rot. She dances in her shrouded dress, her party socks and golden tress. But if there's one thing I must stress, her bloodlust she cannot suppress. They live inside a mansion atop the highest hill. If the journey doesn't kill you, Henrietta surely will. At school, all of the children could barely stand the smell. The teacher sent her home, fearing that she was unwell. But when she tried to go back, she was now on the blacklist. She left for the last time and was surely never missed. Perhaps it was the way that she combed her thinning hair, or that her eyes were just sockets, the insides dark and bare. Her teeth were falling out, but she simply did not care. The classroom was too sensitive, and the teacher was a square. As the years came and went, Bernadette got older. Henrietta stayed the same, only slightly moldier. Bernadette will always call her, so she doesn't miss her meals, mixing tea up with her biscuits, so it nicely all congeals. And don't forget the feeding bag, strap it on real tight. She doesn't want to make a mess, 'cause that is impolite. Bernadette got so old that she was no fun to play with. She was legally blind, and her mind was not with it. As a way to make friends, she had only 3. Some roadkill, a giraffe, and a porcelain dolly. She invites over Victor,
The boy that I fancy.
who she flirts with romance and tries necromancy. To stay in tip-top shape, she'll play badminton till dawn. She takes it seriously. She has not let Giraffe won. She also likes to make art to help her kill the time. But sometimes it's just more fun to literally kill time. On Wednesdays, she feeds Hugo, who is not a picky eater, but if he's been really good, then he'll get a Walmart greeter. She plays the violin as she reads her music sheets, but it always is the same, always 8 notes, she repeats. Grave robbing's also very fun and helps her kill the time, but it will never compete with the times of killing time. At night she can get scared, so Bernadette tucks her in tight. She casts away the shadows with a custom-built nightlight. One day while in the attic, she found some celluloid. The films were mostly horror, and she was most overjoyed. So now on rainy nights, she'll project them on the wall and watch them in the dark with her creepy porcelain doll.